Good day, this is News Compact reaching you from Olusola television. I am Olusola Iyanuoluwa. First headlines. APC governorship aspirants reject consensus deals in 10 states as ameachi walks out over ADC Consensus Push. Oyo school attack sparks mass adoption, killing, security probe and community displacement in Oriire. EFCC arrests convicted ex-minister of power over 33.8 billion naira fraud case. US and Nigeria conduct joint strikes on ISIS cells, about 175 to 176 militants reported killed. Now the news in details. Tension is rising within the All Progressive Congress as governorship aspirants across about 10 states reject proposed consensus arrangement ahead of the party's primaries. Party leaders had pushed for consensus candidates to reduce internal competition ahead of the 2027 elections, but several aspirants are insisting on direct primaries. The dispute is reported in states including Oyo, Kwara, Adamawa, Bauchi, Plateau, Lagos, Nasarawa, Rivers, Gombe, and Yobe. Many aspirants argue the arrangement amounts to imposition and does not reflect internal democracy. Meanwhile, consultations are ongoing as party stakeholders attempt to manage rising tensions ahead of the primaries scheduled for 21st May 2026. The party maintains that where consensus fails, direct primaries will be conducted in line with its guidelines. In a related political development, former Minister of Transportation Ameachi reportedly walked out of a high-level meeting at the residence of former Senate President and ADC National Chairman David Mark. The meeting, involving key opposition figures, was set to center on possible consensus arrangement ahead of the 2027 elections, with pressure allegedly mounted for Ameachi to step down in favor of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar as a unified candidate. Sources say the proposal triggered disagreement, leading to Ameachi's abrupt exit. In Oyo State, the State Police Command has launched an investigation into a coordinated attack on schools in Oriire local government area on May 16, 2026. The attack occurred on Friday, May 15, when armed men invaded schools in the Esinle area near Ogbomoso and abducted several pupils, students and teachers. According to the community leader, 46 people were abducted, which includes 7 teachers and 39 students from Community High School, Esinle and Yawota Baptist Nursery and Primary School. One teacher was reportedly killed in captivity. Governor Seyi Makinde says the state is open to dialogue with the abductors if it leads to the safe release of victims, but insists Oyo State will not concede to criminal pressure.
We're ready to listen to them, address the ones that we can address as a state government, but the children and their teachers must be released timely.
Police tactical teams, Amotekun operatives, local hunters and other security agencies have since launched coordinated search operations across surrounding forests and border communities. Authorities also confirmed that some suspects and informants connected to the abduction have been arrested as investigations continue. Following the incident, residents in affected communities have begun fleeing their homes in fear, with many relocating to safer areas. Parents and community leaders are also expressing growing fears about insecurity around schools in the area.
Torí wọ́n ti sẹ́ndì ìyàwó wa tán gbé lọ, wọ́n ní sẹ́ndì ẹ̀sìn wa tí ń rí lórí sẹ́ẹ̀tì látànù kí wọ́n mọ̀ pa kí wọ́n dákun wọn bá àwọn ọmọ wálẹ̀. Torí àti lẹ́yìn tán pa láàárọ̀ lórí sẹ́ẹ̀tì kí wọ́n jọ o. Wọ́n mọ̀ pò náà wọ́n dárí jìn wá wọ́n ṣàánú wa.
Ẹ̀kan wọ́n ṣàánú wa ni o. Wọ́n ṣàánú wa káwọn ọmọ ìyọ̀ wálé o. Ni wọ́n wálé ni o. Gbogbo etí bàbá ń ṣe yọ̀ o. Káwọn ọmọ wálé ni o.
Authorities have also confirmed that a video circulating online allegedly linked to the incident and showing the killing of a teacher is authentic and has been verified as related to the attack. Meanwhile, several victims remain unaccounted for as pressure continues on security agencies to ensure their safe rescue and provide updates on ongoing operations. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has condemned the attack and assured that federal security agencies are working with the state to secure the release of all abducted persons. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has arrested former Minister of Power Salem Aman following his conviction in a 33.8 billion naira fraud case. The arrest comes days after a federal high court in Abuja convicted him on multiple counts of money laundering and corruption linked to power sector's contracts. The court had earlier sentenced him to 75 years in prison after finding him guilty of diverting funds meant for major electricity infrastructure projects. According to the chairman of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Olusola, the former minister was picked up in Kaduna State during an overnight operation after he reportedly went into hiding following the judgment. 2 other individuals were also arrested for allegedly assisting him while he was on the run. Olusola says the investigations are ongoing into assets and possible accomplices connected to the case as enforcement of the court judgment continues.
Touched just for us to ensure that we fulfill our mandate and to assure Nigerians that we will uphold our mandate, ensure that everyone, whether private or public person who has stolen Nigerian money, will be investigated and be brought to book. We have discovered that it was actually being protected all this while. And where we effected the arrest, we've arrested 2 other Nigerians within alongside. And also the property, the ownership of the property and all of that, they are still under investigation. Because it's actually a crime for you to harbor or to protect or to give a protection.
In northern eastern Nigeria, joint operations involving the Nigerian Armed Forces and United States African Command have targeted ISIS-linked positions across the Lake Chad Basin and surrounding Borno axis. The coordinated strikes were carried out over several days in multiple phases, combining intelligence support, air operations, and ground coordination between both forces. Military assessment indicates that about 175 to 176 militants were neutralized across the full operation period, including identified senior operatives within the group structure. The operation also resulted in the destruction of key militant infrastructure, including camps, weapon storage facilities, and logistic network used for operations and movement. Authorities described the mission as part of ongoing joint effort to degrade extremist networks and disrupt command capacity across the region. And as of this report, follow-up assessments are still ongoing as security forces monitor for possible regrouping attempts. That will be all on News Compact for today. For more updates, do visit our website at www.rulersworldtelevision.com. Do visit our social media handle Rulersworld TV and do follow us on all our social media page, X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all at Rulersworld Television. Once again, I am Olusola. Thanks for watching.